Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Just wanted to come on and chat a little. I'll tell you what that image means in a little bit. Thanks for watching. I think everybody's on the Facebook side, but thank you very much for checking me out. It's been a while since I've been on, a little over a week. Been dealing with some issues and getting those hopefully worked on. But I've been getting a lot of questions and stuff like, where have you been? What have you been doing? How come you're not on? How come you're not doing any auctions? When's the next auction? So I've been in the background. I've been on a lot of chats in the background, just saying hello to people. Hey, Penny. Hey, Record Crate. Adam. So I've been in the background in a lot of chats and stuff, just saying hi to people. And this is the first time I've been live on my own in almost 2 weeks, I guess. Hello, Lego Man. Where have you been? What have you been doing? How come you haven't been doing? That's like I said. See, Adam hit it right on the head here. That's all I've been getting is I go into some chat, like I was just on a chat a little while ago, and I said hi to somebody. Where have you been? When's the next auction? What have you been doing? And as a lot of you know, I have a neck issue, and I've been getting that taken care of. Plus, we had an estate sale at our rental house. Hello, Buying Space. And I guess a result of picking up, moving things, in other words, working it, I aggravated it. So I was out for a week. This is probably the second day I felt somewhat decent. Tell us about your truck. The estate sale went good, Lego Man. Thanks for asking. Thank you, Penny. I want to have an interview. I want to start my show, of course, that I've been trying to get off, and June has just been awful. So I want to talk to Chris the Goose because he does estate sales with his partner. I don't know how people could do estate sales week after week after week. It is a bear. Hello, Adam. Adam's Exploits is in the chat. Adam is the only thing I did live last Wednesday. Adam asked me to go on with him, and we did. I actually threw Adam under the bus during his own show. Adam, in the chat, did you get any of the jeans listed? Adam was a little upset with me because I made a kind of a joke. And I did that on purpose because it's something about the YouTube thing where you have to keep the people's interest and all this stuff. So I kind of called out Adam and asked him about these jeans he's been sitting on for quite a while. July 10th. Very good, Adam. Very good. Actually, the next thing I am doing, the 18th, they call that an ablation. Wait a minute. I did an inventory and straightened, put in about 6 hours and found more. Thank you, Myra. Thank you. I never knew what an ablation was. Adam told me he was going in for an ablation, and I never knew what it was. And, July, he's going for the COVID test. I'm going in for this ablation. An ablation is what I had done last week. Need my friggin' pencil right in front of me. If this is your nerve, they put a numbing agent to stop the transmission of the pain receptors to the brain on the nerve. What an ablation is, what they're going to do next is, if this is the nerve, with a radio frequency, they're going to burn it apart. So now the nerve to the brain is not going to have any pain receptors going to it. It takes 12 to 18 months to grow back. Hopefully I will be out of somewhat pain for 12 months, but they can only do one side at a time. So they have to do this side, then they have to do that side. The good news, I don't have to have another COVID test because that thing sucked. Literally awful. Awful, awful, awful. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. I mean, I aggravated, from what they told me, I have arthritis in the joints. It's not the disc. I have 3 herniated discs pressing up against my spinal cord. Bad enough. The nerves go through the joints in the neck, and I have arthritis in that. That's what they say is causing the headaches and the pain all the way down to my fingers. So I was pretty bad. It hasn't been that bad in a while. Anyway, enough about me. How's everybody else been doing? I sent out an email literally an hour ago to everybody that's on the list. If you're not on the list, let me know. I'll tell you right up front, I do not like the way the email came out. It's plain. It looks like a kid did it. I didn't like it. So I'm going to see about getting a new email service. I have over 220 something people on my email list. These are all people that have been buying from me for a year now. She's good. She's at work. Thank you, Buying Space. She works Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And that's it. They're not on full schedule yet. From what we understand, international flights are not opening up until mid-July. Because still at this point, there's no international flights. But I forgot where I was going with that anyway. But yeah, I lost my whole train of thought now. Oh, the truck. Somebody asked me about the truck. Yeah, I live in redneck country here. And it's kind of like, if you don't have a pickup truck, you're not a redneck. I don't want to be a redneck, but this is what we got. I wanted to get back into a Toyota. And come on. This is, whoops, did it come out? No, not yet. This is what we went for, Tacoma. So it's got all the bells and whistles because, like my son says, he says, you're old now. Shouldn't you have comfort now and whatever? So I says, gee, thanks. Believe it or not, I've only driven it twice. We've had it now for a couple of weeks. We actually picked it up the day of that video when I had just gotten the injections, when I was a blabbering idiot. We picked it up then. Sandy had to drive it home because she had to drive me. Watch your speed with a red truck. Okay. And then I haven't put many miles on it at all. Like I said, I've driven it twice so far. Who's going to be on with me Friday? So you got the email. Excellent. John from Federation Comics is going to be on with me. We were trying to get this thing steadily going. Pop culture auction on Fridays at 3 o'clock, 3 to 6, 3 to 7, wherever it ends up. 2 Fridays ago, he had to get a catalytic converter put in. It's funny because when I was younger, lived in Massachusetts, we bypassed the catalytic converter, but we knew people that could get us a sticker, because up there you have to have your car inspected every year, and without the catalytic converter, you get a fail. So he missed that. The next Friday, which was a couple of Fridays ago, I had my thing done. So we're trying to get back on par again and do it. I'm trying to go on again to do an auction. Let me see if I can use my phone as another camera and show you some things that I have laid out. But how's everybody else doing in the chat? Thanks for chatting with me, stopping by and saying hello. If I can just see where I am. Stream. Okay, so let me trying to get a jewelry seller designer on with me. When's it supposed to have Pat D's with Kimberly? Next Wednesday. Let me see if I can open up StreamYard on my phone. Use it as a different camera. I laid out a bunch of stuff. I was going to take a video. Come on. Copy. This is an iPhone, so it doesn't happen automatically. You have to open up Safari and go in that way. So you gotta paste and go. Paste and go. It's trying its best. So what's everybody else up to on this lovely, was it Monday, Tuesday? Allow. Camera 2, enter broadcast studio. There we go. Enter broadcast studio. Add to stream.
Add to stream.
There you go.
There you go.
There's Paul.
There's Paul.
All right. Let's see if I can change my camera around. Camera. I don't want the front camera. I want the back camera. Okay. No. I did. I clicked the back camera. It's not letting me.
It's not letting me.
Cam and Mike. Hope I'm not boring everybody. Yes, I've done it on an
Yes, I've
iPhone,
done it on
Adam.
an iPhone, Adam. Camera. Back.
It just keeps going back to the front.
It just keeps going back to the.
It keeps
defaulting
to the front.
Defaulting to the front.
So let me see if I can show you what I was talking about. Let me get Paul. Number
Paul,
two.
Number
Full
two.
screen.
Full screen.
And let's see if I can show you.
Some stuff. Okay. So of course I still have stacks of linen, if you could see that. And then I have all this stuff laid out. Games galore, Xbox 360, some Disney jewelry, a couple of Xbox 360 Connect, a ton of Xbox controllers, PlayStation Slim, another Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. If you want to look like Wade, I have a ramen noodle shirt. I have some Walking Dead shirts. These I don't know if I'm going to do. Star Trek Next Generation. This is a case with toys inside. Some old phones. Brand new Tommy Hilfiger duffel bag. A couple of 45s. And a ton more video games. So that's what I have been working on. I was hoping to go on. These are Infinity speakers. One's a center channel, and one is a center channel, and one's a bookshelf speaker. This is that bag I was talking about that I never listed yet. That company told me we should list it. I think she said, or they said it, 225 or 285, something like that. And I just haven't done it yet. So that gives you an idea of some of the stuff that I've been putting aside.
Hopefully you saw that. Okay. Let me remove from the stream. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't allow me to turn the camera. But so hopefully you saw that all right. I shut it off already, Penny. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to show a few things. Last time I just did the phone all by itself. I think one of the last auctions I did, probably was the last auction I did. I just used the phone all by itself. So that picture I made for the front, the thumbnail, there's only a few people in here, but that's okay. A lot of you buy on the online auctions, and I know there's tons now. If you could put in the chat, what's the largest item you have purchased from one of the online auctions? What did they do for you at the hospital? They gave me a temporary nerve block, which was very painful, but that's the first trial. And I had a hard time keeping my head up because it affects the muscles in the neck. She said it's going to be worse the next time. So great. I know if Carmen was here, she bought a panini maker from me, brand new, DeLonghi. It's big. The box was big. But I was just wondering, because I have a convection, DeLonghi convection oven that I want to sell. It's my very last, I think it's my last DeLonghi piece. The rest I sent up to Amazon and they've been selling. Watching 3 sellers were very high. One was reasonable, but clothing. Yeah, no, I was just wondering what's the largest item anybody's purchased from an online auction. I know that, like I said, I know there's a ton of auctions on now. People are just out there. They have to make money to pay their bills. I understand. I don't know. I've heard it all. There's all levels of whatever. 63 plus books on the way. She used 2 boxes. Interesting. Yeah, what's the biggest? I've never bought anything big from one of the auctions. Well, the biggest thing I bought, I think, was that Castle Grayskull from Jerry. And his people are fantastic packing and shipping. I mean, literally fantastic packing and shipping. But that's about it. So Adam's going on Wednesday with Pat Dees. Is that it? Next Wednesday. Okay. A jewelry designer. I know one, but he'll never do it. I've known him for years and years and years. He makes his own jewelry, casts his own stuff. I mean, I could do the same thing. I could cast mine also. I have a vacuum machine that would take air bubbles out, but I'm not going to melt silver and gold to put it in a mold. We just use resin. And now with 3D printing, there's no need to hire a sculptor anymore. You can get everything on 3D printing. It is amazing. I asked a couple of my sculptor friends, one that I hired way back when we used to do model kits. I said, do you think that's going to end the industry? And he said, I don't know. He said, it could. He says, a lot of ways of thinking about it. Next Thursday, Adam. Next Thursday. Don't remind me. Because they said the pain, it will be worse for the first 4 weeks after. That's right, Carol. Carol makes her own jewelry. Adam. She was on with the Record Crate Adam and myself, and she made a couple of pieces right on the fly while we were doing the auction. Yeah, so she's into it. She's really good. Actually, my wife started making her own jewelry too. Carol Osborne. Look at one of my last auctions. Yeah, Sandy's been dabbling in, but she uses stones, semi-precious stones in hers, and she's been wire wrapping, and oh my God, it's a whole big thing. But yeah, that's about it. That is about. I have seen her in the auctions. Yep, she was on one of my last auctions. It was her first. It was her premiere time selling, and she was on with Adam and myself. And she did good. And I was amazed that somebody said, "Could you do this? Could you do that?" And she says, "Yep, yep, yep." And she did it right there and then. By the time it was her turn again, she did it. My cousin Carol. Yes, I think it is Adam. Carol Osborne. She's into jewelry. If you have her email, Adam. Well, Adam exploits. If you look at that, if you look at my my video with her in the auction, because I can always use the watch hours. She puts her email address in the link. Yeah, if anybody wants to watch any of my playlists, I would be greatly appreciated. I will be humbly, gratefully appreciated. But that's about it. I just I wanted to come on and say a little hello, and I wanted to see. I know one person got the email, which is great. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not happy the way it came out. I think it looks unprofessional. I'm a big stickler with that. But I wanted to get the word out because I have Inventory Lab coming on the 20, whatever it says in the email, 22nd and 23rd to do a 2-part series on using Inventory Lab to list on Amazon. So I got that going. I'm trying to get more guests, like Adam's trying to get guests for his show. I'm trying to get guests for my show. I don't pay as much as Adam does for his guests, so he gets better guests than I do. Just kidding. But I want to start coming on again, and I'll do some more auctions and bring on a guest, or two people that want to do some auctions. I just want to keep it professional. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the thumbs up. Any comments, any suggestions? Anybody? Watch hours are killing me. I don't know how many watch hours I'm on, Adam. I think I'm only halfway there. I don't know how many I have. I need to get some. I've been doing some advertising and promoting while I've been off YouTube. I've been doing some advertising and promoting of the channel. So I've been doing that. But anybody else? Anybody looking for anything? Anybody have any ideas they want to share? I'm looking for one more day during the week. Friday seems to be our pop culture day. I'm trying to look for one more day during the week to do my own type of auction. Because as I've been telling people in the past, I've been buying some wholesale lots, big wholesale lots, and then shrinking them down to manageable reseller lots and forwarding it on to you guys. So that's about it. That's all I have to say. I am going to go and probably cook some dinner and then follow up on some paperwork. You said clothing. Clothing? No, I didn't say clothing. I didn't say clothing. So who is the guest this Wednesday, Adam? Because I wasn't sure I said it right. Pat D's is next week, right? The wholesale lots. Oh, the wholesale lots I've been getting is everything. Like I got a case of candy. I did candy mystery boxes for $20, I think. I did get cases of graphic tees and hoodies. I got cases of that smoke shop stuff, the lighters and the charging sync cables and all that stuff. Like we call it counter merch. Knives. People are into knives, so I only out of a master case of 12 cases, I have 2 left of knives. Okay. Okay. I would turn you on to I buy jewelry wholesale now, real silver and gold. But it's even tough for me to understand the way he talks sometimes. And he talks people say I talk real fast. He talks really fast. He's from California, but not from this country, obviously. Jewelry designer. I would imagine it's just like getting a sculptor, right? You sculpt that small and then you make for jewelry it's different. For resin we would just use a silicone mold. You could still use a silicone mold for gold and silver. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. I still have molds for my stuff, but they're enormous. All right, so I'm gonna cut it here. I've been on now for a long time. 35 minutes, longer than I've been on for 2 weeks, except when I was on with Adam's Exploits. So I am going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. Give me some feedback when you see that email. Like I said, I want to change it up a little. I can design one better, but I can't get it into. I could design my own email, but to put it in MailChimp, they need an HTML, and I don't know how to take an image to an HTML. Hello, John. How are you? I can't make an image into an HTML file, so I don't know how to do that. But Dad's Vintage Garage. Hello, Vintage Garage. So thanks for watching and talking a little bit. I am feeling better. Thank you, Adam. Hopefully you are too. Sucks us getting old, us old guys. That's all we talk about. Mostly the conversation goes to, how's your pain today? Yeah, it sucks. But that's it, everybody. Thank you for chatting with me a little bit here. And worst case scenario, if I don't go on with something, a sale, the rest of the week, I will definitely be on Friday at 3 with an auction with John from Federation Comics. So that's it. Thanks, everybody. Thank you very much for chiming in with me.